Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dumb yet hilarious Easter eggs in video games.
You have chosen poorly.
For this list, we'll be looking at silly secrets and references in video games that got big laughs from players. If we missed your favorite comedic Easter egg in gaming, let us know about it in the comments. Number 10, a Secret Rave, the Evil Within. It's always fun to see developers shine a comedic light on traditionally spooky enemies. Just take a look at the zombie dance party of Black Ops Cold War. Players found something similar in the Consequence DLC for The Evil Within. In Chapter 3, you'll come across a vending machine you can interact with. Do so 15 times, and it'll cause a picture hanging on a nearby wall to drop, revealing a peephole. Looking through, you'll see some enemies partying to techno with glow sticks while a shade dances on stage, until she notices someone's watching. The Evil Within plays things pretty serious most of the time, so this was a delightful scene to stumble upon. Number 9, Plenty of Fish, Shadow Complex.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
This Metroidvania follows Jason and Claire, a couple who sets out to explore a cave system. But when they discover a secret facility and Claire is kidnapped by the soldiers inside, it's up to Jason to rescue her. Or he could simply not. Following the abduction cutscene, you can backtrack to the pair's vehicle. If you do, it'll trigger a humorous Easter egg ending. Jason will get in the car, drive away, and quip about how there's plenty of fish in the sea. There are many games with fake endings, but Jason's oh well approach coupled with Nolan North's charming delivery never fails to earn a chuckle. Sucks to be Claire, though. Number 8, Tis But a Scratch, For Honor. Despite its relatively serious presentation and tone, Ubisoft has gotten very silly over the years with For Honor. This includes turning bots into various ridiculous things for April Fool's Day. There's also quite a fun Easter egg that can be found on the multiplayer map, Citadel Gate. To find it, just go directly behind the enemy spawn point. Sitting on the forest floor will be a knight whose arms and legs have been chopped off. This, of course, is a reference to the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, who refused to give up the fight despite his wounds. The developers further paid homage to the fantasy comedy by including the deadly hair execution. Number 7, Lambent Chicken, Gears of War 3.
Hello!
The Gears of War series features a surprising number of Easter eggs and jokes that revolve around chickens. But our favorite has to be in the third installment. After a locust attack in Act 1, you may notice 4 open pipes on your ship. Shooting into them will cause Dom to call out a hello, and once you've done that for all 4, you'll get your surprise. A chicken pops out of the last pipe, which could be funny in its own right, but what makes it great is that if you shoot it enough times, it'll turn into a gigantic gold version that also shoots flames out of its beak. It's also pretty strong, so best to put it down quick.
Mutate on that, you
Number 6, Sarcastic Commentator, Wave Raced Blue Storm.
You can get a turbo by hitting the gas when the light goes green.
As a launch title for the GameCube, Wave Race Blue Storm was a unique racing game amongst its tire-bound contemporaries. While you sped across the waves, an enthusiastic commentator would narrate alongside you. One of the game's best Easter eggs flipped this on its head. If you enter a specific code in the audio settings and then choose the first racer, your matches will then be narrated by someone who'd rather be anywhere else. He'll make fun of every single thing you do, even if it is successful.
Just because you go around in circles doesn't make you a big wheel.
If we were in a real race, this guy would majorly bum us out. But here, we can't help but laugh as he piles on the insults.
You've betrayed what little trust I'd put in you.
Number 5, technochunk, Red Faction.
It's about to get a little longer, mind scum.
Most Easter eggs are found within their games, but one in Red Faction requires you to think outside the box, so to speak. To find it, you have to look into the game's files, specifically going into the data folder and clicking on movies. Among the videos, something labeled technochunk.exe, which is a music video featuring various NPCs. The developers use stock animations to make it look like they're dancing. It lasts less than a minute before everyone explodes into pieces. Why does this exist? We have no idea. But it's just the right length and level of silly to always make us laugh. Number 4, Angry Teddy, Dying Light. In Dying Light, you need every resource and weapon you can get your hands on. And one funny Easter egg gets you a pretty good one. Once you've started the side quest Rupert the Gunsmith, you can head to the kindergarten room in Old Town. There you'll find a pink teddy bear that says I love you when you interact with it.
I love you.
Do it too many times, however, and the bear will grow angry.
Don't touch me.
If you don't stop it like it asks, it'll explode, knocking you backwards.
You ask for it.
That's a pretty hysterical outcome, but it gets bonus points for earning you the stasis field projector, which pauses enemies around it for 3 seconds. You can find it elsewhere, but this is definitely our preferred method. Number 3, the cow level, Diablo 2. In the original Diablo, a rumor of a hidden level full of bipedal cow enemies spread like wildfire. Even Blizzard heard about it, and while it wasn't true, the studio decided to make it so by including it in the sequel. To reach it, you have to restart the game on a difficulty you've already beaten it on. By then combining specific items, you'll open a portal in the beginning area of Act 1. Players who did so were met with an army of cows led by the Cow King. It's an undeniably ridiculous sight to behold, and it's grown to be part of the company's legacy. It was included again in Diablo 3 and referenced throughout numerous games. Number 2, the mostly infinite hole, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
When Ultra Deluxe was announced, we knew we'd get more great Easter eggs that would do the original meta masterpiece proud. Inside the Stanley Parable 2 Expo, you can find an infinite hole, except jumping in you'll find that it's not. The narrator will get mad at you and grow confused when Stanley goes back several times, despite the hole growing more shallow. The 4th time it begins to lower until you can change your perspective. The music, background, and even Stanley himself. It's such a bizarre, humorous clash until the narrator eventually returns to shake Stanley out of his daydream. It's just the type of oddity that made the game so celebrated in the first place.
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the Giant Fish, Borderlands 3. Gearbox's looter shooter series is known for its wacky sense of humor, but we honestly can't help but be impressed that one humorous Easter egg has played a part in nearly every entry. Throughout Borderlands, even in the Tales spin-off, there are moments or references to Dr. Patricia Tannis riding a giant fish. In Borderlands 3, near the Rogue's Hollow fast travel station, you'll come across a lake with 5 elemental barrels around it. Shooting them in the right order will cause Tannis to appear in a boat, get capsized, and then ride away once again on a big fish. Fireworks and purposely bad animation accompany her, and we couldn't help but bask in the absurd dedication to the joke. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.